beautiful souls. Today's pick a card reading is on what's ahead of you for October, and there are 3 groups to choose from, group 1, 2 and 3. Once you know the group number, please go down to the timestamp down below and click on it. It will take you directly to your reading. And just remember too that you do have free choice and free will, that today's insights from Spirit and I are being offered with what's most in vibrational alignment, but you can make changes as well. Enjoy, and I shall see you shortly. Welcome back, group number 1. We have the 2 of Cups and the 4 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, the Devil, the 8 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, and the 4 of Pentacles, the Fool, and the 5 of Pence, and the Page of Wands. Let's have a look here. Well, my first feelings here, and what I feel like ahead for you for October, is that there's going to be a lot of deep contemplation. Something to do with the direction in your life and where you're heading for group number 1 people. It feels like there's a sense or feeling of wanting to reconnect with people with the 2 of Cups here. And there's a little bit of like either a waiting period or a time of where there's going to be a time when it will be the right time to connect, but it just feels like there's having to be sort of patient here to be able to attain what you want. So there's that sort of connection with people. I feel like that might be coming through for you. And the other thing I feel would be letting go of anything that's sort of potentially, maybe with the Devil card here, feeling anything that has felt toxic. So anything like toxic thoughts or toxic situations, and that might be something that you're also going to be looking at here, or having the opportunity to delve into, to reassess and evaluate, I would say. And maybe to look at a different way of maybe doing things or how you approach things, but it might be more about the way that someone feels here. For group number 1, it is a general collective reading, so I'm going to say that there may be sort of something to do with toxic relationships that, or friendships that if they have come into your life, you are trying to understand maybe boundaries with it and not wanting to feel kind of really trapped with situations here. You're trying to sort of move forward, but you're required to be sort of patient and to maybe have a different perspective on the situation here to help you move forward. There's also something to do with a lot of learning or study or personal growth and development that I feel is coming in here for you for the month of October too. Getting back to the path, I feel like the path I feel that you would like to take does require you, with the 4 here, to really almost like take a leap of faith here, but not a crazy sort of like leap of faith. It's sort of like a calculated leap of faith, if that makes sense, because I feel like you're wanting to get out of a situation and into something more, which I feel will bring some sort of stability here for you, which I feel like is coming, by the way, for you, because you're actually building, I would say here with the 4 of Pence, stronger foundations in your life, and also having it built from the ground up on, say, if it's like just the internal foundation, maybe you're working on yourself first, and then you actually see the manifestation comes out here with the change of path. I feel like group number 1 people are trying to get the confidence and the strength here, which you do have, but it's just also sort of timing here, and working through being patient and taking that leap of faith or that chance to sort of do something new with an adventure here, which could be like a venture of, say, work or a type of lifestyle here that I feel like you're trying to sort of call in for yourself here too. So it just feels like it's like for group number 1, it feels like there's been a pause button or been put on hold, and it feels like it's really important not to sort of feel frustrated or get caught up in the challenges with feeling that sometimes we can, or getting caught up in any negativity in that here, or it's just sort of like feeling it and letting it go, honoring your feelings and letting it go here. to be able to move forward for a clearer path. There are opportunities to come in, but I feel like with group number 1, try not to force things, try to go with the flow a little bit more, it feels here. You've got a couple of 2s here, so that requires you to have some sort of patience here, that you're learning something to do with patience and learning to build foundations here so that you can take that calculated chance into a venture that I feel like can lead you to some success here as well. I'll get 3 more. Yeah, you're definitely trying to build something here in your life. You've got opportunities coming in, and there's definitely like a change of path for you here, like career here. It also feels like some of you are quite gifted with communication here, or it could be in a creative way as well. And it feels like the change is that you're going to find your passion when you not only listen to your heart, but when you kind of feel it in your being. It's like, I feel like if you felt disconnected in the past, or feeling like you've been held back, sometimes we can start to feel a little bit disconnected with our passion and what we want to do with life. So I feel like once you reconnect here and you start to follow your own heart and your own desires of what you want to do and build on that, I feel like, and gaining the confidence in that, it just feels like it's going to start to, you're transitioning something in your life here. It feels where once you've built it, you're going to get some really good tangible results here, because this group number 1 are quite gifted, but I feel like they've been either held back or feel like there's been a pause put on their life, and they've felt some sort of blocks and restrictions, which they're now sort of like moving through here. So it does feel like that's only temporary, but there's something to do with learning to be flexible here with this as well. Let me just see the Emperor. Yeah, some of you are going to start to travel. I know that might sound strange with what's going on with the world at the moment, but there could be travel coming in here, and connecting with people from all around, all walks of life, and even maybe perhaps from different countries, etc. here, and that feels really good. It definitely feels like it's a time for you to build something in your life, and I feel like you're wanting to step up, and if you have felt restricted, it's like you've sat down and you've thought in the past, if I didn't have these restrictions, what would I do in my life? And I feel like it's helped you it's helped you on some level as a catalyst for you to go and achieve the goals, and cross some things off your bucket list, that sort of thing, and really enjoy your life and appreciate your life more here as well. I'm going to say there could even be something to do with a bit of social media here with these people eventually. It just feels like, but there's a little bit of a process of being patient first to come in, and it feels like they're really trying to harness, I feel like they have felt maybe disempowered in the past, and they're now trying to reconnect to who they are as a person, as a human being, and whatever has transpired doesn't define who you are. It gives you strength and courage to take the chance to actually go for your goals here, which are pretty amazing, I must say. And I feel you're going to reach a lot of people and help people on some level, but it also feels like it's there might be this might happen in a couple of different stages for you. I'm just going to get more cards here and just pull out. Yeah, I feel like you're reflecting. You've done a lot of reflection, and I feel like if things are not working out, you need to sort of go back into the 2 here, which is all about reflection before you take action, so you don't get disappointed and frustrated. And it says here, dreaming a journey, which I feel like is that those last spread of cards that just came up with the travel and that. And it just feels here like you're working through something that might be stopping you from moving forward, which could be as simple as fear here, and tracking down your fears and desires. So for group number 1 for October, I feel like you're doing a lot of reflection. There's going to be more connections coming in, even though it feels like some of your life felt like there's been a bit of a pause button here, and you're going to move forward. You're going to let go of any negative mindset that feel like is tying you, or feeling like if you've been controlled on some level here. And I feel like you're rebuilding part of your life, but you're rebuilding something to do with your internal self first. So I would say get inspired and start listening to things, or reading books, or doing something like that to help you stay in some sort of vibrational alignment here, because I feel like the restrictions that you might have felt are going to mirror back to you something about becoming the best version of yourself. And if you hadn't have had that experience, maybe you wouldn't have pushed yourself with your dreams here. But there is new opportunities to come in here and to rebuild a life with success, it says here as well. Just remember to take some time to reflect and to stay grounded here as well. There's that sort of sense of sort of like discipline here as well, which feels really good. I'll just do these cards for you. Just do one of these. Oh, there's two that came out. Yeah, okay, that's a very similar. The temptation is a very similar card to, say, the devil card. And that's, again, saying that maybe one of your big lessons in October is learning about the wisdom of what the devil card is. And that's sort of saying, you know, watching our, you know, being mindful of our thoughts and our intentions and who we have in our personal life, and having boundaries in that, say, if there's been anything toxic, and moving forward from that, or healing something there that might be feeling like it's restricting you, whether it's just your own fear or that there's been something else that you feel like you've been self-sacrificing for. Because when we self-sacrifice continually, we never really live our best life. We never really become the best version of ourselves here. And you're wanting to become the best version of yourself to get some amazing results and to feel some sort of fulfillment here. You've got so much potential. Group number one, I wish you all the best, and I am sending you lots of hugs. Back, group number two, we have the Ten of Cups, the Five of Wands upside down, and the Queen of Wands, the Tower, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, lots of queens, Ten of Wands, the High Priestess, Ace of Swords, and Four of Wands. Well, to start with, I'm going to say that group number two have a lot of love to give people. They're very caring. And I'd say very intuitive, like maybe the intuitives or the healers or the empaths here. It does feel that you're restructuring something in your life in terms of either friendships or business or family here, where you're wanting to create maybe more of a stronger foundation here for yourself, and managing. I feel like if there are times of when you get out of controllably busy and then really slow, it's like managing those times here, so that you don't get overwhelmed with the Ten of Wands here. It feels you've got three queens here. So I'm going to say there might be a lot of females come into your life here that are going to support and help you on some level here. It feels like if there's been any conflict here around friendships, I do feel for the month of October that your insights here with the High Priestess will come in, your intuition will kick in, and I feel like I'm going to say there's a sorting out of friendships, I would say, maybe particularly with females here, to come in. And it feels like you move then forward to what I would say more harmonious, and sort of wanting to sort of celebrate your life more and feeling more like you're in charge, and that you've got this incredible focus back in your life and direction of where you want to go. There's something about just really trusting your intuition, or that your intuition is going to come in quite strong and be quite heightened here. And we have the fourth Queen, which is incredible here, out of a whole deck. And you've got it in, like, 11 cards. So let's just see. I think you're working on vibrational alignment with the soul tribe here, group number two. And I feel like there's a lot of ideas and strength coming in for you. There's joy coming in through reconnecting to those ideas and getting passionate and meeting the right people that will, if you're in with your soul tribe and discovering who your soul tribe is, they're always going to have your back. And it feels like you're getting the support you need. Like you may not have had that previously, because there had to be a sorting out here. And once you get that support here, I kind of feel like there is absolutely no stopping you with your goals. There's also this love relationship to come in here too, with a King of Wands type person. And I feel like he is a man. He's a king. He's manly. Now, this could be if there is people here that do prefer the opposite sex, then it would be the opposite to, it would be the same but in that sex. So I'm going to say, because the cards are reflecting King of Wands here, it could be the Queen of Wands if they prefer females, but it's showing me here King of Wands. So this vibration is saying to me that irrespective of which one they are, that they're really strong and grounded, and they have a really strong sense of knowing who they are, and they have purpose and they have goals, and they are completely aware of who they are, what they're doing, what their purpose is. They're pretty amazing. So I feel like they're strong, they're centered, they're grounded, they're proud. I feel like they're also kind as well, and joyful and fun. But I also feel like they know when to have, to assert themselves when they need to. So I'm going to say for group number 2, you're moving into a direction of, there's something to do with the healing or spirit. There's a spiritual side here with group number 2, which I feel like if they're thinking of doing something with work or business or reconnecting with people there or studying, it feels like it's coming in really strongly, and it's going to open up a lot of doors for you. I'm just going to get one more because that completes it. Yeah. And you've definitely got a love interest to come in here too for group number 2. So it feels like once you really sort out all the stuff in your life that needs to be restructured, that needs to be let go of, I feel like if there's been any disappointments, you're moving forward from it, and you really are letting go of what doesn't serve your growth so that you can move forward and start something with a fresh, clean slate here and find the right type of people that's going to support you and give you that strength, and vice versa. And I feel like there is a lot of talent in creativity here, and also in spiritual pursuits and healing pursuits here. So it's sort of a little bit mystical for some, and or it might be because it's a general collective reading, it might also mean you've got the flip side there, that if it's healing, it might be, say, structured healing, like mainstream healing, or it could be spiritual healing here. But there's healing irrespective here to come in. I do feel like there's romance and an opportunity here of an invitation for those who are single, and for those who are potentially, say, married. There might be like, or in a relationship, there may be like a nice celebration. Maybe your partner's going to surprise you with something really lovely, like with a nice dinner or a gift of some sort, or they're doing a gesture here of some sort of act of kindness that I think you're going to find really, that you're going to be really appreciative of. I'm going to see. There's romance here. That's what the whole thing is, because the Knight of Cups is sort of suggesting like there's romance here with this lovely person here. Yeah, it's funny because it says here, surround yourself with protective energy. So it might have felt like if you've had disappointments or a setback, I almost want to say not like a betrayal, but just like a setback in a friendship or something, and I felt like you were feeling a little bit vulnerable. And if you are sort of into the spiritual side of things, we always need to shield our energy but still come from love, and it just feels like maybe you're just finding different ways of protecting your energy field a little without sort of going into fear, of course. It feels like you're being asked to see beyond a situation that might have disappointed you here, and I feel like you are. And I feel like once you get past, if there's been that disappointment, and that could be the one little thing that might have been holding you back a little bit in October, it feels like you're making plans and you're focusing on something to do with, I'm going to say it's either in the healing arts or it's spiritual, but it's pretty high vibrational. And it feels really beautiful for you because it feels like you're sort of stepping into your personal power and being definitely the best version of yourself here, and moving forward in a way of where it feels like you're sort of enjoying your life more and focusing. You've got the focus here with the Ace of Swords as well, so it's really important for you not to get distracted or not to give certain things energy that are going to sort of deflect you from or distract you from, say, your goals here, because I feel like there's that probably one of your lessons there in the month of October for you would be that how much energy you give something, it's as big or as little as we make. So if you were holding on to things for a little longer than what you thought you should have, and that was stopping you from growing and evolving and being the best version of you, I feel like you're really sort of getting the wisdom of it and moving forward as well. And it feels like you're managing things a little bit more by not allowing yourself maybe to feel sort of overwhelmed. You're breaking it down more, because I see more goals here, which is going to help you with the 10 of Wands, because I feel like then you don't get so overwhelmed. Just a suggestion here anyway. What Spirit's saying is, if you have your goals written down, it's like, and then you just sort of make it realistic, on a weekly basis, or fortnightly basis or monthly basis. It feels like it's going to help you manage everything more with coming in. There's something to do with wanting some sort of recognition in your field as well, which I feel like you will get. I feel like by October, I think you're heading towards the right direction to get this a little bit later on, it says here. But you will, I feel, get the recognition as well. Let's have a look. Okay. I'm going to say some of you might be, even it might be spiritual, it still feels like it's that there's been an industry or something that might have been really competitive and it's drained you a little bit, and you're recharging your batteries a little bit now. Something to do with those disappointments that you had in the past. Just remember, it's like guilt is a strange emotion. It doesn't really achieve anything, and you might be working through something with guilt here to let it go. I feel like there's a completional phase in your life, or a completional phase coming in your life with that, with the guilt. So if there's something around in the life that sort of you might have felt that caused a little bit of guilt or frustration, and that it feels like you're sort of completing a phase or a cycle and letting it go. I do feel like there is competition. It might be that you're trying to stand out a little more in the industry that you're in, and I feel like there is that recognition to come in. Just remember that to go with the flow a little bit more, not to allow yourself to get overwhelmed, because then we go backwards, not forwards. Remember what the universe can do. It's like when we tend to try too hard, we tend to get what we don't want. So it feels like you've got, if you can focus in the manner that you need to, there is sort of recognition and success here for you too, in something that's coming in later for you, not too much later, but just feels like you're working towards it. It feels like you're looking for a sign for it, so it feels like it'll come in. You just have to connect to the joy and just combat a little bit of the distractions sometimes that may take you off your path a little bit here, until you sort of realign yourself back into vibrational alignment. And then you've got the joy card. So I feel like whatever you're doing in your life, even if it does feel like you have to compete a bit or you have to do something, remember the intention behind everything. And it feels like you have joy, but it's also a choice to feel the joy as well and to move through it. And I feel like you're actually working towards that. It just feels like you're trying to shift something with attracting different types of people in your life. And I feel like they will come in, and you're also sort of really sort of focused on some sort of recognition here, which I feel like will come in for you, or you're heading towards it. I don't feel like it actually happens in October, but it feels like it's coming in. It might come in a little bit more like by the end of the year. There's something to do with getting some sort of results here, which will give you a lot of confidence, feeling like you're on the right path and that you made the right decision about letting something go and moving forward in the direction that you're sort of following your heart with, really, as well. And for those single, there is definitely some sort of maybe invitation or potential like love interest here. And for those who have a partner or who are married, there might be like a really nice celebration or a surprise or a gift from your partner here. Just makes you feel like special and loved as well. That's what I have for you, group number 2. I'm sending you lots of hugs. Hello, group number 3. Welcome back. We have the 2 of Wands, the 10 of Pence, Temperance, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups, the Death and Rebirth card, 4 of Swords, and the Lovers card. For group number 3, I feel like you are on the go, 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 go all the time. I don't think you stop to smell the flowers at all. It feels like you like to keep yourself really, 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 really busy. And it feels like you've got some choices in here in what you're going to be doing, say with the Two of Wands in a home environment. It is a collective general reading, so I'm going to say for some of those, there may be that sort of doing up the house or sprucing it up with something. It feels like you're sort of, some of you might be sort of renovating, others might be wanting to sell. But there's something to do with the property that comes in here. You do have the temperance card here, so there's also that sort of needing to be a little bit of patience, and those, it's sort of like that timing, divine timing of things to do with the property that comes in here, or to do with the residence of where you're living. So if you don't own the property, it might be that you sort of, if you've just moved in, you're kind of sprucing it up and you're making it kind of, your own vibe, and feeling comfy and cozy and that. It feels like your work is getting really busy for group number 3 for the month of October, and it feels like you're wanting to go out and socialize more. I feel like some of you here may practice a little bit of the witchy woo-woo, which is sort of like doing rituals or appreciation, maybe with moon here, connecting to the stars or connecting to outdoors where with Mother Earth. But also I feel like something to do with like manifesting here, I feel like, and letting go of things. So, you manifest on the new moon and you let go on the full moon. So it might be that you're sort of working towards doing something like that. But the other thing is that there's a lot of like wanting to socialize and have some fun here. So it is a general collective reading. So for those that will resonate with that, it's not that sort of like doing the rituals and sort of honoring and sort of trying to manifest may not be for everyone, but it feels like it's for some, and for the other people, for the other half, it feels like they're just wanting to have a good time. They're just wanting to go out and have some fun and enjoy life and leave behind maybe the past. They're rebirthing their life on something. I feel like some of you are going to be rebirthing something to do with relationships here, with the Eight of Cups, the Death card, and the Four of Swords. So it feels like you're wanting to get out. Some of you might be dating here, and it feels like letting, sort of leaving the past behind, or leaving something in a relationship that didn't work out behind, or feeling ready now that you've had the healing here with the Temperance and the Three of Cups here, to move forward. And there's something, it's exciting because you're letting go of what doesn't serve your growth, but you're also wanting to rebirth your life. I feel like for group number 3, some of you might meditate, and that might actually help you with the direction of where you want to go here. I think that some of you who are trying to manifest something here might be something to do with love, because you've got the Lovers here. So with that, I'm going to pull out. Some of you are wanting to manifest love, and some of you wanting to manifest something with your work here, it feels. Let's see. I think there's decisions and choices in that to be made about, because you're so super busy, you like to keep yourself busy all the time. You're looking at what's working for your work. If there's many different aspects to your work, you might be looking at what's working for your work and what's not working, and you're letting go maybe of what doesn't work to allow to develop the things that are working, so that you can feel like more victorious with it and more successful. I feel like group number 3 are looking for love, or they would like love, or they don't want to feel like they want the love, but they don't want the disappointment. So they're trying to sort of like they're still sort of healing, and they're just sort of feeling like they're more ready now to date than maybe what they were maybe say 6 months ago, for those who are single. For those who aren't or might be in a relationship, it just feels like you're maybe wanting to go deeper and have more depth in a relationship, it says here, for those for group number 3 as well. I feel like these people are really busy, and there's something to do with social media with group number 3, because you've got the Page of Swords here as well, and you're trying to figure out what avenue to go through here, or what avenue to come through to do. I feel like you're probably really good at lots of different things. So it feels like you're wanting to maybe first connect to a little bit of joy in your life, and then I feel like it becomes a little bit more clearer with what you're going to do with your work, particularly if it's relating to some form of like social media for those, as it's a general reading. Let's have a look. You're definitely trying to, have sort of strong intentions to be able to create and manifest what you want. I feel like you're getting your faith back, group number 3, your faith and your trust back, and you're trusting yourself and your instincts. For those who might feel like they're just sort of letting go of that need to be right sometimes, so that doesn't really sort of validate anything other than maybe that you're just needing to feel right, and you're looking at sort of surrendering a little bit of maybe some habits here that you feel like you would like to let go of to rebirth your life, to be the best version of yourself, and to also connect more with people here, which you definitely will be because you've got a lot of sociable cards. You've also got the wish card here too, which will be something in your life I feel like you've been wishing for a while or desiring for a while will come into fruition. The thing with the wish card is that you need to sort of surrender the how, let the universe, who's far greater than us, to help you bring it to you, and just to reconnecting to the joy and flowing with your life a little bit, because you are manifesting something here. Some of you, I think it's going to be work. Some of you, I think it's going to be a relationship here, but you are definitely sort of wanting to rebirth something in your life that hasn't worked, or wanting to let go of something that you feel like really either whether it's just been a habit or a pattern, or you've been dating a particular type of person, or you've had to work in a particular type of injury. You're wanting to let go of something here so that you can, I don't know, you want more depth and more meaning, I feel, in your life here, and more purpose. I feel like you're always busy, but it feels like you're wanting to also sort of enjoy what you do more, and not just sort of be busy for the sake of having to sort of maybe generate your income. It feels like you want to really enjoy it and have it almost like as a way of life here, that it's going to be quite different. You'll connect to people on quite a different level here as well. And the relationship stuff, I feel like I think that the work kind of thing comes in first for you, and then I feel like the relationship side of things will flow from that on some level. But it just feels like you're just wanting to connect to the joy first here a little more, and getting yourself out more here as well. So there's two things, because I feel like you want to get out of the house a little more and have some fun, even after this getting that vibration right in the home, whether you're renovating, sprucing up, moving, selling, that sort of thing. And then it feels what you're doing here then is that you're wanting to enjoy your life more. I think you're appreciating your life more with the things here too. I think that you two have fairly good intuition, and I think that you're being very mindful of your intentions and where you place your intentions, particularly for those who meditate as well. You're learning to really trust your instincts. I'm going to get one more. Yeah, it feels like you've been sort of asked to sort of shift different perceptions that no longer serve your growth, so that you can move forward in a direction of where I think the universe is going to sort of start manifesting. I think for group number 3, it's like when you've tried to manifest, you've got to learn to hold the space of it. So you might hold the space of it for a little period of time, and then if you get distracted, it's like we tend to then lose it, and then we don't get what we want, we get what we don't want. So you're learning to hold the space of things in your life, whether it's your business or relationships and that, and just so that you can sort of be grounded enough to be able to build from something there, because it feels in the past that you've had like so many different either ideas that it's hard to focus on one thing to build from it to get the tangible results. So it's just saying here you need to learn to hold the space of what you want to do. So if you have a disappointment or something, that you may have a wobble, but you still sort of hold strong within your personal space here on a level like with your inner self, like your inner strength, where you don't give it, say, maybe the energy that you've done in the past where it can actually sort of distract you, and then you sort of lose the focus or the goal. I think you've just been trying to sort of find your way with what you want to do here, and it feels like it'll start to come through with the joy and that here too. And I'll just do, yeah, I feel like for group 3, I'm going to say your success will come in through maybe when you're moving in a direction of where you feel more in what I call vibrational alignment, or more that it feels right for you here. I feel like you've either just started something and there's maybe many different choices or ways or opportunities for you, and you're trying to find the right ones that you can build on here to get the right results here, which I feel you will as well. I just think you've just got to create a little bit more balance in your life and stay as grounded as you possibly can. I don't know why I'm going to say this, but Spirit's saying something to do with meditation or yoga, something to help you ground, like will help you as well. That's what I have for you, group number 3. I'm sending you lots of hugs. All the best.